Hi everybody, my name is Alison and welcome to Sew Like Dotty. And if you're a subscriber and you've been on my channel before, you'll recognise that I'm in a totally different place today. I feel like I'm whispering a little bit because everybody else is still in bed. It's quite early, it's about 8 o'clock. And if you're new to my channel, then welcome. So different location for my vlog today because it's our final day of our holiday. We're in Cumbria in the UK and we're at a place called Pooley Bridge. We're at a, it's like a campsite that I've come to for years. We used to come, and I was 23, we used to come when she was a kid and camp here, and also camp on the farm site next door, which is called Waterside, which is lovely. I love that, right on Lake Ullswater. So I'm going to put in some footage now of when we arrived and give you a little tour of the lodge, it's called, but it's actually a stone built house. We stayed here last year in one just behind called Redburn, and we've booked the one next door to that called Cherry, which is exactly the same for next year because that's dog friendly, and we think we might bring our little miniature pincher with us next year. This one is a 3-bedroom, and our friends Sybil and Jared, I did my nurse training with them. We started in 1985 with Sybil, and they came and joined us last Friday, Saturday for our first couple of nights. I'll drop in some pictures of what we got up to shortly. And then on Saturday, my daughter Naira came to join us, and she's going home today, which is Thursday, and we go home tomorrow. So we've just had a lovely week, lots of relaxation. But I did want to do a little tour before we put all our stuff in, so you could kind of see where we've been staying as well. We've got the most beautiful view over the lake. And some days we always try to have just a couple of chill out days here, reading. The view out the window just seems to change all the time as the weather's changing, the clouds move, the sun comes out, different boats on the lake and things. It's just a perfect location, and Ira goes hiking when she's here. She's climbed Helvellyn, she's done the Ullswater Way, which is round the lake, and we tend to kind of mooch around the Lake District. So we've been to Kendal and Keswick and little drives last year. Went over to Cockermouth, Bowness, Amble, lots of places, all very familiar to me because I've spent a lot of time here. So I'll give you that little tour now. I've not took any yet, but I'll drop in some pictures of outside of the building as well, and then I'll tell you what we've been up to. Obviously I snuck in a bit of sewing stuff while I was here still. Not got my machine, it's on holiday having a service, but look, you know, you're never too far away from sewing stuff. So yeah, let's take that to it right now. So we've just arrived. This is our home for the next week. You probably hear everybody chatting in the background. I've just banned them, said don't bring anything in until I do a recording. So this is near Pooley Bridge, near Ullswater. This is our room for the next week, our master bedroom. And the site's called Parkfoot. We've camped here a lot. This is our second year in a lodge here. And then our friends are joining us for a couple of days. We're off to feed the alpacas tomorrow. How cute are those little pillows? And then there's another twin room. And then I'm just going to go. So this is coming upstairs. So we've got a better view. So this is our kitchen. So the site's called Parkfoot. It has about 6 of these lodges. We stayed in a 2-bedroom one last year for a week. This is a 3-bedroom. It's beautiful, as you can see. Don't know if the patio door's unlocked yet. I've not checked it out. And there's our beautiful view of Lake Ullswater. Absolutely gorgeous. So my original plan was to vlog each day, and I started off on the first day out on the balcony with the lake behind, but I was just in total darkness. The light just didn't work, and then I kind of thought I'm just going to do it as a chatty vlog at the end. Mostly what I brought with me when I packed, I was kind of having a laugh, was a lot of Tilly and the Buttons patterns, which I'm quite a fan of. Safiya trousers, which I'm wearing today. I've got the black ones on today, so I'll just stand up and show. I don't know how well you'll see this. I've lived in these over the winter. Black cord, full length, elastic waist. Absolutely love them. I've recently shared a similar pattern from a sewing magazine, which is a free one that's in my Sew Frugal 22 video. some black with white polka dots on. I'll drop a picture in of that because I wore those when we went to Keswick the other day. We had a bit of a wet day wandering around at Keswick, but it was a lovely day. And I've also been wearing, and I shared in my previous vlog, some black Safiya trousers but made as the dungarees, and on my last vlog I shared these ones which I've been wearing while I've been away. This fabric is from Charlotte So Affordable. She doesn't have this one anymore. It's a linen look, but she does have some different ones which have just gone onto her website this week, so I'll share a link below to her website. I wore these. I'm going to drop a funny video in and some pictures that we took out on the balcony yesterday. I absolutely adore this fabric. I have managed to snag another couple of meters of it, and I think I've got almost a meter left at home. I think we've talked a lot in Me Made May of what you would reach for in your wardrobe, and I did actually put this on with this t-shirt the other day. This t-shirt and the one I'm wearing today are a t-shirt pattern that came free with one of the sewing magazines last year. It's an I Am pattern. I think it's called Airman or something like that. I've not got it with me, but I did have a look on their website and I couldn't see it actually on there, but there's lots of simple t-shirts. So this one is in a black jersey, which I got from Pound Fabrics last year. It's very soft, it's beautiful. This one was, I maybe got this from Pound Fabrics last year. It's quite thin, and I almost just chucked it out, and then at the last minute I thought, oh, just kind of have a go with the t-shirt. And I love the colour of it, and it works really well and picks up, let me find it, like the pink that's in here. But I did put it on when we were going over to Keswick on Saturday with Sybil and Jed, but I kind of did feel a little bit like, you know, that Blue Peter presenter in it, rather than when I wear my black dungers with the t-shirt. I feel quite nice in those. So I hummed and hawed about what to do with it. What I do love about it is the elastic scrunchy straps that I did on it, which means when I sit down in it, you've not got that pull that you can get from dungarees. And Ira was saying she always kind of undoes hers if she's sitting down. So I think the black ones that I've shared before, I'm going to take the straps off them. It's just black sheet, and I've got some more at home, and put some scrunchy straps on them because I really like that. And all I did with that was, I think I cut 1.5 times the strap length. It's just 1 inch elastic, then threaded through, and then there's 2 rows of stitching that I've done down it, where I've pulled it through the machine from the front and the back as it's stitched to stretch out, and then it's scrunched. You don't have to stitch it like a scrunchie you wouldn't stitch, but I find that the sort of the ruffles move around if you don't do that, where this sort of really keeps it in place. And you could use the Gutterman Mariflex thread, which has that bit of stretching if you wanted to, but I didn't need it. So everything about it I love, but I just don't think when I get home I'll reach for it. I did put it on yesterday and asked Naira's opinion, and she said it, you know, she thought it looked really nice. And we did go outside and have a bit of a play around. I'll put that video on. I'm laughing because there's a little bit at the end that you'll see why I'm laughing. But what I'm thinking is, because it is just the Safiya trousers on the bottom, I think when I get home I'm going to take the top off, and I'll probably use the top for the dress that I've got planned. I think I'm going to make an indigo with the rest of the fabric when it comes, and I'll use this for the facings and things. But then I'll literally just do the normal, I'll overlock it over, fold it over, put the elastic through and turn it into a pair of pants, because then I think I'll wear it more. And I don't want to have something in my wardrobe that I'm not really reaching for. So that is those. I brought about maybe 4 pairs of Safiya type pull-on elastic waist trousers. That's mostly what I've lived in. I've also brought a lotta dress with me, a leopard print one. Not sure if I got a photograph in that. If I did, I'll drop it in, but I've shared that before. It was the one that I did the Can I Make This Dress in an Hour on a previous vlog. So if I don't drop a picture in, if you do want to go back, you'll be able to share that, see that in my previous videos. So I was wearing that with black leggings, and I also brought a couple of Tilly and the Buttons belly jumpers. This is one of them. Carl's in bed, so I can't go and sneak the other one out. But they'll be on my vlog of our Edinburgh trip, which was last September, so about September 21, if you do want to go back and see those. So this fabric is absolutely beautiful. It was from Dalston Mills, I'm going to say last year, possibly the year before. And it's got, I'm just going to move forward. It's got these beautiful metallic bees on it. So it's the balloon sleeves and the today in the buttons Billy jumper rather than the jumper dress. I did make the dress when I first got the pattern a couple of years ago, but this year I've just made the jumper. And I think I'm probably going to wear this later because we're going to go out for a walk and a coffee and things down into Pooley Bridge, which is about, it's not long, maybe we're at the top of the site up on a bit of a hill, so maybe about 10 or 15 minutes you walk around the edge of the lake into Pooley Bridge. It's lovely. So I mentioned earlier we got up to a few adventures while we've been here. Last year Carl and I stayed here and we went to Lingholm Estate, which is near Keswick, and there are two sites. One is the brewery and one is just called Lingholm Estate, I think. And you can either walk the alpaca or you can do a meet and greet with the alpaca where you feed them. And I did it as a surprise for Carl. I just booked it when we were here last year and I was wanting to walk the alpaca, but that was fully booked. It's only on a Saturday and a Sunday at 2:30 at both sites. I think in school holidays they do have more. And it is limited to a certain number of people. And what they do is they take in alpaca, they take them in if they've not been well looked after and treat them, and you learn absolutely loads of stuff about alpaca facts and things. One of the facts that I absolutely love about them is that when they are shorn, they keep the same hairstyle because that's how they recognise their other friends in the herd or pack. I can't remember what they're called. So some of them have quite sort of dreadlocky hairstyles, some of them don't, and they've just got fabulous names. I think my favourite one is Ziggy Stardust, there's Alan, there's the Bear, there's loads. So the males are kept in one place, which is where we were, and the females are kept at another place because they would just continue to breed, and obviously they do manage that. And so there are newborns and things there. They talk about how they shear them. I think there's only 14 people in the UK that can shear alpaca. There's only one vet in Europe that's trained to fully treat alpaca. So you just learn loads about it. It's about, I'm going to say about £16, I can't remember, less for children. But it's got a lovely walled garden where they grow their own herbs and vegetables and plants. It's got a lovely little pathway that comes through. So this is Lingholm Estate and it's on the edge of Derwent Water. Oh, excuse me. So you can walk down to the lake from the back of the alpaca field as well. Sometimes when you go the alpaca out with the sheep in some fields, like pen fields when you first go in. They weren't this time, they were last year. But it's just great, love it. And the cafe's gorgeous, the food's lovely. What did I have to eat there? If anybody's watching this and knows that I'm a Slim World consultant, what I've eaten here may or not be Slim World friendly. So I had miso mushrooms on hummus on soda bread. What did Carl have? Carl had a cannellini bean wrap. Jed had chilli, and I think Sybil had a Thai chicken burger. I know you're not here to find out what we ate, but the food was absolutely delicious. So yeah, it's worth stopping in at the cafe. So what else have we done? I'll drop some pictures in now of us with the alpaca because it's just absolutely hilarious. Feeding them, they're all nudging in together and you're trying to watch in case there's a bit of spitting going to start going on. It's just, honestly, I would just encourage you can take kids. It's really safe to do. So yeah, if you're in the area or you just want to do that, I can really recommend that. So we'll drop those pictures in. I'll just drop a few different pictures in of us over the time that we've been here. I hope you can hear me. I'm conscious that I'm a little bit quieter than I normally am. So one of the things that I did, I'm just gonna have a little drink, I've got my coffee, was my Easter egg was Esme Young from the Sewing Bee now, her book, which is called Behind the Seams, and I got that on my Kindle as my Easter egg, and I've been really wanting to read it, but I've been hanging on because I knew I would want to read it when I was here. And honestly, if you're thinking about getting it, I think I saw it in Smith's for £9 yesterday. just absolutely brilliant. What I knew I was going to enjoy it from the moment on Sunday a couple of years ago that she said she'd sat on that windowsill with David Bowie and watched Notting Hill Carnival go by, and I can remember saying to Carl, I bet she's had the most fascinating life, and she really has. And I'm sure we've not really seen all of it in that book, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I couldn't put it down, read it in a couple of days, just on our chill out days here with a brew, maybe with a beer or a gin, watching the world go by. Yeah, can really recommend that read. So one of the things I wanted to do, there is a great sewing shop in Penrith called Just Sew Penrith. I went there last year, but there's also a boys store in Kendal. And if you've watched my vlogs before, you'll know that I love a boys store. We have them back home in Bishop Auckland and Darlington. There are some in the northeast, but not quite near where I live. Although I think I am going to start travelling. There's one at South Shields and there's one at, I'm going to say, Benwell, near the Metro Centre, which to be fair is only 15 minutes from us. So I had a good rummage there. And it was so funny when I went to the counter, the ladies were lovely. I carried like my 6 rolls along and then said, can I leave that here while I go up the haberdashery? And when they were cutting it, you're buying a lot of fabric. And what are you going to make? So I was chatting through what I was going to make. And I was thinking, this isn't a lot of fabric. I've not really bought an awful lot lately, but I have bought some more that's should be at home when I get home. I was thinking, this isn't really much for my stash. So what did I buy? First of all, I got this cotton fabric, which I think I'm going to have to stand up to get these close enough to the camera for you to see. It's in a grey with these beautiful white and red flowers on. I think this one might have been around £5 a metre. I'm going to chuck it in the washing machine. It does need to soften up a little bit. And I think my plan with this one is probably to make a sagebrush top. I got 2 meters of it. I think it would make a really nice pair of pants, but I think I could do with some more tops for summer. And I've got some denim Safiya trousers in a chambray and a darker denim, and I think that would just look really nice with that, or it would go under my black dungarees. So I'm going to make a sagebrush top with that one. And then the next fabric that I'm going to share, I knew when I went there I was deliberately looking for some fabric to make some more plain dungarees, because I think I've got my black ones, I just want some plain ones, and then I can put plain or patterned t-shirts underneath, and I think that's how I'm going to prefer to style them rather than the patterned ones that I showed you earlier. So this is a cobalt blue, it's a Rose and Hubble fabric, and I was looking for either a purple or this royal blue, cobalt blue, and I wanted something with a little bit of weight in it as well. So I got, I think I got 3 meters of that, so I'll definitely get some dungarees out of that, might even get a little top or something out of it as well, and I think that'd be really nice. And I'm just going to make the scrunchy straps in it, and I'm thinking in the summer I can put like some little white t-shirts on it, under it. And the next fabric that I got, when I picked it up actually, I didn't get it to pair with this, I just got it because I really liked it. It's a batik fabric, and these aren't ones that I would generally would be my go-to fabric choice. They had about half a dozen on a roll, on different rolls, but this one I just really liked. And the lady in store said just make sure you wash it before you cut it, but more because I think she said somebody had told her that the colourant, so I'm going to wash that at home with a colour capture sheet in. But I just really like that. I like, it's the colours that I'm drawn to as much as the pattern, and obviously they go fabulously together. And I have got a pair of trousers already at home in a lighter version of this sort of colourway, which I know this will look really nice with, or black or white, it would go with anything. So that's my plans for those. And then I saw this fabric, which my daughter has the absolute thing about sausage dogs. She loves them. So I picked up this fabric. I think this one was £2.75 a metre. It's a cotton, but it's a little bit thinner. But I'm definitely going to make her a tote bag with this. And I might have enough left to make some scrunchies or something with, but I got a metre, and I think that'll make a fabulous tote bag. I might put a pocket on it and make it a bit more, you know, detailed than just an easy bag, because I think she's seen it because she's here, she loves it. And some of them, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying trying to spot which ones. This pink one here, I don't know if you can see, some of them have got the tongues sticking out, which is dead cute. There you go. So these were from boys at Kendal. The next one, I think this was about £5 a metre. I just got a metre of this and I was just thinking of scrunchies because the hairdressers near us sell my scrunchies that I make for my Forever Daisy chain sort of bag jewellery scrunchie business. But Naira loved this as well. She thought it was really pretty. It's like sort of shooting stars and moons. It is really pretty actually. So I might get a bag out of this and a couple of scrunchies. But that was my thoughts with that one. But it would equally make a lovely little top. It's very summer. It's very cute. I'm quite drawn to it actually. And then I know Valentine's is gone because I was like, didn't you have some black Valentine's fabric, which I have? But I just really like this. I thought it was more summery and I love things with hearts on. So I've got a metre of this one. And I think this might have been, gosh, I can't remember if it was £2.75 or £5 a metre. I can't remember, but it's lovely. So these will get washed when I go home. I didn't buy a lot of these because they're more for things to make with my business, like bags and scrunchies, rather than garments and things for myself. Have ordered some of the fabrics while I've been here from So Affordable, some more of the linen look fabric that I shared earlier, but Shell's got 3 more on a website if you want to check those out because they're £4 a metre, which is great. They are so soft. I know when I was at Sawtoon making that last time, Granny Linda Saws kept touching it. I think she was after it a little bit, but you can check them out because I think there's a red that I've got with a flower on, like a wine colour with a flower. They're all got flower on, and another different sort of navy blue with a flower on. So they're worth checking out. They would make lovely dresses, and I think that would make an indigo dress. So I'll do a share when I get home. I'm still waiting for some Easter fabric from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn, and I'm thinking I ordered from So Totally Me. They had a sale on, and I ordered some bits from there as well. So I'm just checking my notes, and I might pop a picture in. I watched my So Hayley Jane box be not delivered yesterday on the Ring camera, and I was going to try not to watch everybody's else unboxing, but I couldn't resist. So I did watch the Yorkshire Soul Girls unboxing yesterday. So I know I've either got strawberry or I think it's cherry fabric. I don't know which I've got yet, but I'll pick that up from the post office tomorrow afternoon. So I was watching it on the Ring camera as he was trying to deliver it. Not to worry, it'll be there. So I'm hoping when I get home I'll be able to do a bit of a fabric haul, and I'll tag the unboxing on the end, although everybody will have unboxed by the time I get home tomorrow. So what else have we done? We went off to Kendal yesterday, had a lovely wander around there, and I did say to Carl that I wanted to have a look at, I'd seen Helen share her video about the new Sewing Bee book, the Great British Sewing Bee, the Modern Wardrobe, and I quite fancied it. It's the only Sewing Bee book I bought, and you can buy it online for, I've seen it from £18 to £22. I wanted to have a look inside it really, but it is all sealed, so you can't do that. But I saw it in Sainsburys yesterday for £15, so to be honest, it was just a no-brainer because every pattern that you buy is about that price just for one pattern. So I think I'm going to do a separate full vlog on this, and I might do that shortly actually. So you might have seen this before. It was written by Juliet Izzo, I think I pronounced that right, who I think won the Sewing Bee in 2019. Absolutely love her. I was really rooting for her on that series. So there are 28 projects in here. I'm not going to go into them in detail, but I just wanted to say I picked this up, read it through yesterday, and it comes with a pattern pack, and you can see some of the garments that are in it there. If you watched the Sewing Bee last night, you'll recognise this shirred dress, and shearing is one of the things I really want to master this year. And there's a wrap dress, there's a shell top which turns into a blouse, and this is a shirred blouse, What's that one on the bottom? Oh yes, a boat neck t-shirt top, which I was wanting to do that. And then next to that you've got a rah-rah skirt, which I probably won't make, but there's different lengths of skirt. You'll recognise this from the skirt that was made in the first episode with the patch pockets with the piping. The wrap dress turns into this skirt, which I absolutely love. It's got D-rings to fasten it there, and I think this might be next week's challenge, the patchwork jacket, judging from what I saw at the end yesterday. You can see pyjamas and the top. There's lots more in there. So this is how it comes with the book and the pattern pack. And then in the book, it tells you where to go to download the either A4 or copy shop patterns. I'm not going to pull these out here because I might not get them all back in, but all of the patterns are in the box. But it's where they kind of crisscross over and you can trace them off. And people who trace off probably don't mind that, but I hate tracing off patterns. I have got some tracing paper and I do it, but I don't like it. So I actually downloaded the patterns that I knew that I was definitely going to make out of this, about 6 of them, and I sent them off to Flamingo Prints to get printed up last night. They usually take a couple of days, so I would expect they possibly would be with me at the weekend or just after that, and then I can get started. But one of the things I definitely want to do is master shirring, and I'm determined to do that. So my neckie is in for a service, and well, I've asked them to have a look at it because I had a cotton jam in the bobbin a little while ago, and it's not quite sewn properly when I start and finish. It's bunching underneath, which is fine if I'm doing seams and stuff, but if I'm top stitching around a neck or something, it's like messy underneath, so I want that sorted out. So I have got my basic brother machine, which is the LS14, which is what I started sewing on again after 30 years, and it's a very simple machine. It's great, but I just find going from my computerised machine back to that, I found it just a bit weird, but I thought I could use that time to maybe see if I could master the shirring on there. So that's kind of my plan when I get home. So yeah, there you go. I've got some fabric I mentioned earlier that I'll do that in a vlog from Rainbow Fabrics, so affordable, first for fabrics as well. I've not bought much fabric all year, and of course so Hayley Jane, so I'll share those on a separate vlog. So I hope that you've enjoyed your time with me today. I'll drop in as many pictures as I can as I go through, and I'll see you very soon. So bye for now.